So all of you get ready. So this is the time of presentations. Ekam, are you ready with your topic?
Yes, I am.
Very fine. So we will be moving ahead in alphabetical order. Okay. So first is Ekam, switch on your camera and start the presentation. Okay.
Okay, sir. So let me wear my microphone. So shall I start?
Yes, you should start now.
Yes. Very warm good evening to everyone present here. Today, I, Ekam Dhillon, will be speaking on a really eminent topic, that is the Uniform Civil Code. The minute I said Uniform Civil Code, it must be like jumping instantly in our minds that Uniform Civil Code, Article 44, Directive Principle of State Policy. Apparently, Uniform Civil Code means that same law is applicable to all religious communities in matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, and adoption. In short, all the personal laws are included in it. I myself believe that it is such an impeccable code that if it prevails in our country, then the development of our country in terms of cultural and social aspects would be 10 times better to now. Obviously, automatically all those discriminatory evils from our society will get vanished, because see, the reasons why we have these discriminations because of different castes, subcastes, religions, and also we have different personal laws, like we have Hindu Marriage Act, and for Muslims we have a different act. This is how disparity and incompatibility in a society of a country occurs. And if you, and here I would like to add an interesting fact. You must know that there was a really famous Russian writer of 19th century, Leo Tolstoy. He once said, that if you want to destroy a country, just introduce religion in that country, and that country will get destroyed on its own. And that time, initially, that sentence didn't make any sense, but now it is. And we all know that, like, it's obvious half of the times today we waste in debating only that my religion is better and your religion is just a piece of crap. And we know that why we are just on this religion thing only. And substantially, Uniform Civil Code states this only, that states shall endeavor to secure a uniform civil code for the citizens throughout the territory of India. The desirability of UCC, as stated in Constitution, is consistent with human rights and promoting the ideals of justice, fraternity, and equal fairness. And hereby, lastly, adding that UCC is not prevailed in India till now, that we all know. And you must know that there's only one state in India that where UCC is prevailed, and that is Goa. There we have, there they have a personal law, that is the Goa Family Law, and we can say the Goa Personal Law, which was taken from the Portuguese Civil Code. And there everything, like all the religious communities follow one particular kind of law, and that's a really good thing according to me. And why till today India, like why it is not prevailed? Because while even we see the Hindu nationalists taking this concept as a big issue, and while the Constituent Assembly and Parliament consider UCC desirable, they didn't want to, they didn't want to promote that concept, and they didn't want to make it compulsory in the at the time of strife and insecurity, at the time of partition as we were facing, because a lot of protests would be made, and a lot of problem would be seen that time, so they didn't took a risk. But they hoped that it would be enacted as to the better time comes, and now let's wait for the right time. Thank you. So you are not audible.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mukul, after E, it should be M. Mukul, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Switch on the camera and start.
Good evening, one and all. My name is Mukul, and today I am going to speak on topic constitutional crisis of Pakistan. Uh, First, let's discuss about few political major parties of Pakistan. First one is Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. It is the currently ruling party of Pakistan. It was founded by Imran Khan in 1996. It is one of the major three parties of the Pakistan alongside with the Muslim League Nawaz and Pakistan People Party. Now let's discuss about the second famous party, the Pakistan Muslim League. It is a liberal conservative party in Pakistan alongside Tariq-e-Insaf and People's Party. It is one of the major party. The party was founded by former Prime Minister of Pakistan Nawaz Sharif after the dissolution of the Islamic Democratic Alliance in 1993. The party's platform is conservative, which involves the supporting free market. Now let's discuss about the third party. The People's Party is a center-left social democratic party in Pakistan. It is the currently third largest party in National Assembly. It was founded in 1967 when a number of prominent left-wing politicians in the country joined hands against the military dictatorship of President Ayub Khan under the leadership of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Now let's discuss about the constitutional crisis in Pakistan. Opposition was always looking for opportunities to topple down the ruling party, but they were not united. Now, in the year, they united and framed charges against the government due to poverty, starvation, corruption, unemployment, and rising price of essential commodities like food grains, fuels, etc. Further, they said Imran Khan, PM of Pakistan, has defamed Pakistan in the eyes of USA and many other countries by raising high loans and making economy of country poor. Few months back, all the opposition party united together and walked inside the National Assembly of Pakistan, shouting anti-Imran slogans and asked him to resign and prove his majority. The alliance of Imran joined the hands with the opposition. About 20 members of his own party joined hands with the opposition, bringing down his number to 144 seats. The opposition could judge Imran's game, and they asked the president of Pakistan, Mr. Arif Alvi, to remove the speaker. Uh, Now the National Assembly was supposed to work through Deputy Speaker of National Assembly, Mr. Qasim Suri. On the 4th April, Imran played a new game, saying that opposition was playing in the hands of foreign country who have destabilized the country. Hence, the no confidence motion will harm the country. He requested Deputy Speaker to dissolve the House and order election within 90 days. Imran also requested to be the caretaker of the country till the new government is formed. The opposition was hopeful for winning the NCM and ruling Pakistan through new PM is elected by the opposition party instead of that, but their hopes went in vain. They appealed to Supreme Court of Pakistan that the ways adopted by Imran were illegal. On 7th April, the Supreme Court ruled Khan's move was unconstitutional. Thank you.
Good, Mukul. A good attempt. Okay. It was your first presentation. Mukul, keep this in mind. There should be hand movements. There should be pauses. There should be stress points. Pranjal, you also keep this in mind. Sarah, you also. First of all, be loud. Second, Don't read. Speak of your own. You can have pointers, but you can't read. Look, I am speaking. I'm thinking and speaking. Okay? I'm not reading. So it should not be reading. Point number one. You should be loud. There has to be hand movements. You need to stress on some points. Stress. When you speak, then you put emphasis, some stress on some main points. Then you should take some pauses. Let it be spontaneous. Let it be natural. Let it come out of your heart. Okay? Only then listeners will get interested in listening to you. Okay? Fine. So next, keeping in mind all these points, next I'm going to give the chance to Pranjal. Pranjal, switch on your camera and start your presentation. Ready, Pranjal?
Yes, sir.
Start.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to speak on the topic constitutional crisis in Pakistan. Imran Khan, the prime minister of Pakistan, is the leader of the party Tehreek-e-Insaf. Imran Khan, the prime minister, has acted unconstitutionally by dissolving the Pakistan's parliament in order to avoid the losing power through a no confidence motion. And Imran Khan has also blamed the opposition party who has tried the foreign conspiracy on him. Now the parliament has been restored, and the no confidence motion against Imran Khan has been passed. The elections, which will be held after 90 days, end, and the parliament has also completed its no confidence vote, and Imran Khan's government has been dissolved. The country's electoral commission will oversee a caretaker government that will be likely to be held by the leader of the opposition, that is Shehbaz Sharif. And 40 years ago, Imran Khan had stepped down as a Pakistan cricket captain after delivering the country's first World Cup win, and is now being accused as the constitutional breaker by the opposition. Thank you.
प्रांजल, बड़ी छोटी स्पीच थी आपकी, मिनिमम 5 मिनट्स होना चाहिए. ठीक है जी? ओके.
Okay, sir.
Sara, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Switch on your camera.
A very good evening to one and all here. I am Sarah Samuel, preparing for the CLAT examination, and I am given with the topic to speak. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? So Nepal, the name Nepal is taken from the two words. The words are Nip and Alia. Nip meaning the foot of mountains, and Alia the place to live. So basically, Nepal is the place to live in the foot of mountains. So it is covered by China from the north part and by India from the southwest and the east part. It is also it also has the same parliamentary system as India, and the border, and it covers the 5 states, and the Indo-Nepal border covers the 5 Indian states, which are Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, UP, and Uttarakhand. So the Indo-Nepal relations are special also and complex also. In the special relations, it comes as a location, as it is very beneficial to India as a security to from China. It's a very, like we can say, profitable, the location between India and China. And the second one is culture. The people of Nepal and India share same language, culture, and even migrants are there from Nepal. And the migrants from India are also there in Nepal working there. And the complex relations comes as border disputes. It was once upon a time. And the second is economic issue, as Nepal 70% of economy is dependent on India. So basically, going to the historical part, in 18th century, strong Gorkha rule was established in Nepal, and it started expanding towards India. And they captured Sikkim, Awadh, Kumaon, and Garhwali area, which is in Uttarakhand right now. So Britishers took that thing as a very light thing earlier, that it's okay, it's fine. But then when they saw that it's not going to be okay so far, so they attacked Nepal, and it's known as the Anglo-Nepal War from 1814 to 1816. And then the Britishers captured back, like we can say not captured, but taken back their country, the regions of India. Those were Sikkim, Awadh, Kumaon, and Garhwal area.
Okay, बच्चे?
No, sir, once again.
Yeah. What happened, Sarah? Sarah, any problem?
No, sir, just 1 minute. Yes, sir. So coming to the treaty signed as India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship, which was signed in 1950. The treaty was signed because of some major reasons, as China was occupying Tibet and Nepal, and it was it was occupying Tibet, and Nepal was also on the verge of getting occupied or captured by China. Until then, it was under the rule of Britishers, as they were under the provinces of Treaty of Sogoli, which was signed in 1816. And then the Treaty of Peace and Friendship got signed, in which India supported Nepal in order to maintain their interest and the border, and to make the Nepal border safe for their own interest, like for, we can say, the trade, for economic, and the migrants movement. In contemporary times, the government of Nepal is asking to revise the treaty, because the provisions of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship were taken from the Treaty of Sogoli. And even when the Treaty of Peace and Friendship was signed, it was the Prime Minister of Nepal who signed the treaty, but from India's side, it was the Ambassador of India, not the Prime Minister. So the government of Nepal is right now having some issues that it should be the Prime Minister, or the India felt us to be very low. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship serves main purposes, like there will be no visa for the people to move from any of the country. Like people can move from India to Nepal and from Nepal to India without any visa, and India will give them weapons for their safety. And one more condition was put, that Nepal will not take weapons from any other country, but only from India. Ties were known as the Roti Beti Ka Rishta, like there were people to people relationship between India and Nepal. Coming back to the importance of Nepal, Nepal is very for their security, like between the India and China, and the perception that India is acting as a big brother to Nepal. It helps in many trades and economics through their rivers, through their like waterways. And the main is India's neighborhood policy towards Nepal, that they will never make wrong relationships or the false relationship in Nepal, because these both countries are together. And if the relationship will be made bad, there will be like a large consequence between India and China too. Coming to the trade relations with India and China, India and Nepal. India import more to Nepal, but Indian import more to Nepal of 5.85 billion US dollars more than China, as it is 1.24 billion dollars because of the location of border, that is from east, west and south, and vice versa from Nepal, that Nepal also export more to India rather than China. The main commodities imported to India from Nepal are cardamom, jute, textile, polyester, and juice. And India also export a lot of goods to Nepal, like steel, petroleum goods, vehicles, medicines, and etc. So recently, we have seen that Nepal's PM Sher Bahadur Deuba came to India as his first visit for 3 days, and he met External Affairs Minister S.J. Shankar, and S.J. furtherly strengthened the close neighborhood relationships between India and Nepal. Then further he met Narendra Modi in Delhi, and it was the last. He further met Narendra Modi in Delhi, and they agreed to use Nepal agreed to use the Indian Rupee card, which would strengthen financial connectivity and promote Indian tourist flows. It was last PM KP Sharma Oli who visited India in 2019. Thank you, sir.
हाँ जी बच्चे, how was it? Fine. आपका experience कैसा रहा आज?
Like sir, I prepared, and I think from my part I tried to do the best, but yeah, I got like stuck in between, but I will try to do the best for next time.
Very good. Improve in future. Okay बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Good. Within very few minutes you will get the link for the test also. Whatsoever was taught to you in last 1 week, you will get a link of the test. Okay. And today there was a class of quantitative techniques as well. Now I'll be starting with that class. Okay, shall we start? From CLAT point of view, there was a lecture on quantitative techniques. Now I'm going to start with that. Get ready. Have a paper pen with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to start that class.